Welcome to day 2 in the 5-day challenge of the 5 years of 5e Dungeons & Dragons prompt challenge. Let's get right into it. Today on this challenge, I'm going to talk about the second challenge or second prompt for the challenge, which is, what is your favorite 5e setting? Well, here on the vlog, I have mentioned several times that I'm running the Princes of the Apocalypse for some of my friends, twice a week in fact, and that is the game that I love. Now, the funny thing about this prompt is that someone pointed out that really there haven't been any specific settings released for 5e. I mean, outside of maybe you could say Ravenloft is, I suppose. Perhaps you could say the Underdark. But really, those aren't settings because those places exist sort of within the realms of the Forgotten Realms. I mean, let's face it, settings sort of implies like other places that you could play 5e. In other words, the Forgotten Realms, or Faerun, if you want to call it that, is the sort of standard campaign setting that is built for 5e. Other settings would be places like Greyhawk, or the world of Krynn from Dragonlance, or all these other things. And so we haven't had really enough actual settings, actual other settings, I think, to really go by. Of course, there is Critical Role's Tal'Dorei, created mostly by, of course, Matt Mercer, with those that helped him on that great campaign setting guide. But again, that's not specifically done by Wizards of the Coast. So it's a very interesting question that they've asked us today. I have to say, so I haven't played outside of the Forgotten Realms, you know, not since I had a friend running the game for me, right? So for me, I'm mostly familiar with Faerun, with the Forgotten Realms, with, you know, the Sword Coast and so forth. And so, I mean, that, I guess I could say that's my favorite setting. However, I'd really love to see, like, so I love Dragonlance, and I would love to see what they could do with the Dragonlance stories and world. Like, Krynn would be amazing. If we could get Krynn and some stuff done for 5e in Krynn, that would be cool. I also really love Tal'Dorei because I'm a critter. I love the Critical Role show and game. So I'd love to play in Tal'Dorei, but I haven't had a chance to do that, and I haven't, because of what I'm running currently, I don't have time to run a game in Tal'Dorei, so that hasn't happened yet. I don't know anything about Eberron, even though that's sort of one of the most current things that's going to be released. But we don't have Eberron yet because it's not going to be released until November. So it's kind of a funny prompt that they've given us today. I mean, I really kind of don't know how to answer it. So I'm just going to say my favorite setting for the 5e game has to be Faerun because, hey, it's where all the action happens, or at least it's where all the action has happened so far. I am looking forward to Eberron. Of course, I did a video about that. I'll put that up there. And of course, I love Tal'Dorei. I've talked about that, and of course love Matt Mercer's game, but I haven't played it yet. So this is sort of a strange prompt and question that they've given us. Maybe they're plumbing the depths. Maybe they're looking to us to say, what's your favorite setting that we could bring to 5e? I don't know. What do you think? Is that a valid question, or is that maybe how they should have phrased it? Like, what would you love to see in 5e? Because in the 5 years that 5e has been existing, I mean, really, what other than, I guess Ravenloft and Faerun, that's really it, right? Am I missing something? I mean, I could be totally off. I don't think there's any official 5e stuff that's aside from that, unless we're considering Tal'Dorei to be official 5e content. So what do you think? I'm missing, you gotta tell me, because maybe I'm missing something here. As far as I know, there's only one setting, unless they're considering like the game books a setting. Like Is Storm King's Thunder a game? Is that a setting? Is that what they meant? I don't know. Help me out. And let's talk about it more on the comments. I'll see you tomorrow for day 3. And until then, keep rolling 20s. Remember, it's your game. Play your way.